Assalamualaikum and hi. So this is our end of chapter from Group 2, Dpm3 Section 3 for the subject Business Law. Coding number DPB30073. We would like to say special thankful for our lecturer that is Miss Nur Zulaika binti Zakaria. And to you all guys who watching this video, do not forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notification. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Wan Adam Aidil bin Wan Adli. My group member is Muhammad Hakim Aiman bin Supni, and the one and only our girl member that is ARIANA HAMZAH. Alright, we jump to the situation. Okay, on November 2018, Melvin, aged 28 years old, registered himself in Sandra, age 16 years old, under the registration of business ordinance as trading in partnership under the name of Melvin's Piano Academy. At the same time, Melvin and Sandra wrote to Lala Bank in Kuala Lumpur applying to open a current account in their names and stating they were partners of a firm and check of the account would be signed by both of them. Both Melvin and Sandra came to the LaSalle company to buy 2 units of piano for Melvin's Piano Academy. Okay, next. For the question 1 Roman, state one issue on agency. Based on the situation, the issue we can see is whether Sandra, who is a minor, can register of business ordinance as trading partnership. Next.
Roman. Explain the most suitable types of agency with elaboration. The answer is, the most suitable types of agency with elaboration is implied agency. Implied agency relationship that arises out of the conduct of the parties and impressions they give to the world, rather than because of a written or oral agreement. An implied agency is an actual agency, and in fact has to be proved by deductions or inference from other facts. Melvin and Sandra came to the LaSalle company, which is the third party, to buy 2 piano for their business. After that, they went to Lala Bank in Kuala Lumpur, applying to open a current account in their names and stating they were partners of a firm, and check of the account would be signed by both of them. An implied agency must be based upon facts, and facts for which the principal is responsible, and upon a natural and reasonable, but not strict, construction of those facts.
Okay, for the 3 Roman, state one conclusion based on issue from the word Roman. So based on issue that I have explained before, we can conclude since Sandra is only 16 years of age, she is a minor and she has legal capacity to register into a business ordinance as trading partnership with adult. However, a minor cannot incur or be responsible for any contractual liability for the firm's debt. Alright, so we jump to the question 2. For the 1 Roman, explain the maxim caveat emptor principle with a relevant provision. So the meaning of the maxim caveat emptor is let the buyer beware, which means that the buyer has a duty towards seller to provide him information about his requirement, and the seller will supply as per his requirement. For the principle of caveat emptor applies in case of purchase of specific goods where he can use his own judgment and can buy goods in his own responsibility, for example, a purchase of a painting. Lastly, for the provision of caveat emptor is enshrined in Section 16 of the Sale of Goods Act, which provides that subject to the provisions of this act or any other law for the time being enforced, there is not an implied condition or warranty as to quality or fitness for any particular purpose of goods supplied.
Okay, the last slide is the exemption available on the maxim of caveat emptor. Okay, with the globalization of trade and commerce, the seller and buyer stopping coming face to face, and it becomes difficult for the buyer to examine good before purchasing them. This it becomes necessary to protect the buyer interest, and some restitution, we carved out from those purpose which has following. Okay, the first is the fitness of product for the buyer purpose. So, with the buyer inform the seller of his purpose of buying the good, it is implied that he relies on the seller judgment. It is the duty of the seller then to ensure the good match the desired insight. Next is there are three requirements need to be fulfilled under this section. One is the buyer must tell the seller the purpose of the purchase. Two is the buyer shall be dependent on the seller's skill or judgment. Three, the good of a description which the seller supplier in his usual course of business. So, set of example, A goes to B to buy a bicycle. He inform B he want to use the bicycle for mountain trekking. If B sell him a ordinary bicycle that he is capable of fulfilling purpose the seller will be responsible. Next, second, good purchase under brand name. When the buyer buy a product under a trade name or a branded product, the seller connect behave responsible for the usefulness or quality of the product. So there is not implied continue that the good will be fit for the purpose the buyer intended. Okay, the last is good of merchantable quality. Section 16.2 deal with the expansion of the merchantable quality. The section states that the seller who is selling good by description is a duty of providing good of merchantable quality. He's acceptable of passing the market standard. So, if the good are not of marketable quality, then that buyer will not be the one who is responsible. It will be the seller responsibility. However, if the buyer has a reasonable chance to examine to the product, so the expansion will not apply. So this is the last slide. Thank you for the listening to presentation today. Thank you.